Alright, what's up YouTube? Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo here, and we're at US 1158, there we go, 1158 San Simeon State Park. Before we get going, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and share. So we had some troubles with the getting set up. I've had some weird SWR issues, and I was afraid that it was the FTX-1 because I swapped everything out one day except for the radio and except for the whip. And today it was doing it again, and I went to hook my antanalyzer up, and of course I haven't used that thing in forever because I've got the lengths down pretty good, and it was dead. But I did have another radio. I don't have another antenna for some reason. Today I didn't bring one when I usually always bring extra of everything, but I was lazy and didn't load the big box. It's got spare coax, spare antennas, spare everything. So I went and I did have the 891 with me, so I brought the 891 up, hooked it up. I had the same issue with the 891, so I was actually relieved because I was kind of stressed, and I've heard a lot of people having problems with their FTX-1 and having to send them back. I haven't heard any problems about SWR issues, but I was a little worried about it, so I swapped out the radio, high SWR in both. I thought it was a whip. I kept messing with it because the last time it happened, I literally swapped everything out, all the coax. Actually, I even switched out the base for the antenna, but the same whip. For a while I thought it was the CHA blank. Ended up it wasn't the blank because it was doing it without the blank. And then I thought it was the whip. I kept messing with the whip today, and it was just sky high SWR. Finally, I redid the coax connectors one at a time and redid them. And when I got to the one that goes to the RF choke on the back of the radio, now the SWR seems fine. So what I'll do, it's working now, so I'm not going to mess with it. I want to get activated. I'm going to swap that out for my POTA Flex on my next activation and remove the choke at both ends. There's a choke, here, I'll show you here. There's that choke there, and then I also have the Chameleon RFI choke at the antenna. So I think next activation, what I'll do is remove both of those, and I'm just going to run the POTA Flex directly from the radio, directly to the spike. Because I'm out here, I use the Wolf River coils, the spike, because the ground only goes about 10 inches, and I think there's concrete under this picnic area, because no matter where I try to put a spike, it only goes about 10 inches in. That's a 12-inch spike. My Chameleon spike's 21 inches, so it sticks way out, and the ground radials are kind of high off the ground. So at this park, I've been using the ground spike with the Chameleon CHASS25. So next activation, if I can get the XY to let me come out tomorrow, I'll try it with the POTA Flex. I bought the POTA Flex. I don't use it too often. My phone's ringing. I definitely don't use it in the sand because that stuff's expensive, but this is a grass area, so I'll try it. I'll let you know what happens. So stay tuned for some QSOs. Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo. Be right back. Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo, park to park.
Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo, park to park, US 59 in North Texas, US 3051.
QSL, you're also 59 at US 1158, over.
US 1158, QSL 73,
73, good luck. So we had to move again. This is like our 5th time moving in the last 10 minutes. So far we have 2 QSOs, and they were both ones I hunted. Hopefully we can find some people in the extra class portion to work.
Whiskey 4 Tango Mike Delta.
Whiskey 4 Tango Mike Delta, I have you at F57 into US 1158, Tony.
QSL, I have you 55 Georgia 55.
Roger, 55. Thanks for Georgia. Have a good weekend. 7-3.
7-3.
All right, we got someone in the extra class portion.
Alpha Bravo 54, Papa Juliet Alpha, park to park.
Okay, I heard a couple in there. Alpha Bravo 5. What was the suffix?
Kilo Mike. This is Alpha Bravo 5 Kilo Mike.
All right, Alpha Bravo 5 Kilo Mike 58 into US 1158, Kent.
QSL 58, and I'll give you a 59. You sound great over here. I'm in park number 3028.
Roger, 3028. Hey, thanks for the park to park. Good luck on your activation, 7-3.
Thank you, you too, 73.
All right, QRZ.
Whiskey 4, Papa Juliet Alpha.
Whiskey 4, Papa Juliet Alpha. I've got you at a 5555 Paul into US 1158 in California, over.
Roger, the 1158, I got you at US 2932 in Middle Tennessee, QSL.
Roger, 2932 in Tennessee. Hey, thanks for Tennessee in the park to park. Good luck with your activation, 7-3.
Same to you, sir, 73.
Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo, CQ POTA QRZ.
Kilo Delta 0 Juliet Tango Romeo Park Park.
Kilo Delta 0, or yeah, Kilo Delta 0. What was your suffix again?
Juliet Tango Romeo.
Juliet Tango Romeo, park to park. I've got you a 55 into my park in US 1158 in California, over.
Yeah, roger that. I got you a 55 also into US 2332. QSL?
QSL 55 both ways and 2332 in Kansas. Thanks for hunting. Good luck with your activation, 7-3.
Hey, thanks. Yeah, it's doing pretty good with just 5 watts, so have a great day. 7-3.
All right, Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo, CQ POTA QRZ.
Whiskey 0 Mike Bravo Charlie.
Whiskey 0 Mike Bravo Charlie. I think you're my first true 5-9 into US 1158, Mike.
I'm also at a park here at 5712, 5712. And Mike Oscar, you're about a 5-3 here. 5-3, but I got you loud clear.
Roger, I got a 5-3 into 5712 James Reed Memorial. Roger.
Roger, roger.
Hey, thanks for the park to park. Good luck on your activation, 7-3.
Have a great day, 7-3.
4, is it 4 or 5 park to parks in a row? Get more park to parks in the extra class portion.
Kilo India 7, Tango Tango.
Kilo India 7, Tango Tango, 56 into US 1158, over.
QSL, you got a 3-3 into my mobile rig in Whiskey Alpha, Washington State. QSL.
Roger, 3-3 into Washington. Thanks for hunting mobile safe, 7-3.
7-3.
Mobile rig, Washington. All right, AQSOs.
Alpha Juliet 7, Hotel Victor, park to park.
Alpha Juliet 7, Hotel Victor, park to park, 5757 into US 1158, over.
Copy that 57 into 1158. I got you 59 into US 3169. QSL.
QSL 3169, and I'm going to update you to a 59. He jumped up to 59, a little over there. But I got Kamano Island State Park, Roger.
QSL, Kamano Island here. Yeah, thanks for the 59. I've updated my sheet, and thanks for activating.
Hey, thank you as well. Thanks for the park to park. Good luck out there today, 7-3.
Park to park.
Park to park, and number 10, go.
This is November Zulu 2 Sierra with company in 3 parks, Eastern Washington, QSL.
Roger that. I got November Zulu 2 Sierra Jeff into 2 parks. I got you a 5-7 into my park, Park US 1158, and standing by for your 2 parks.
QSL on the 1158, and you are about a 3-5 into our 3 parks, QSL.
QSL.
Okay, first park number, US 3257, 3257, QSL.
QSL 3257. Go with the next one.
Second park number, US 3171, 3171, QSL.
QSL 3171, and ready for your third one.
And the third park is US 3424, 3424, and stand by for a second op.
All right, standing by for your second op.
Second op, David, November 7, Lima, you are 35 Whiskey Alpha, QSL.
Roger that. I got you a 5-5. Dropped down a little bit there. And I think you said 3-5. And I've got you also into Park 3257, 3171, and 3424. Roger.
Okay,
we just lost you in the noise, but it sounds like we keep making contact here. Hey, many thanks for the activation. 7-3.
7-3. This is Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo CQ POTA QRZ. Okay, we are doing some FT8 now. I just worked Chile on 10 meters. FT8, I'm not getting a lot of responses either. This is kind of a day. However, I do have some kind of good news. I upgraded the firmware to the most recent firmware last Saturday or Sunday. And now WSJT-X is working just fine. I couldn't get the cat control to work before no matter what I did. All I did was update the firmware in here, went back in, changed one setting in the radio, nothing in maybe I'll see if I can do a screenshot and put it right here. But now the cat control is working and it's hearing and communicating with the radio just fine. It was working before. I was just having to tune the radio manually and not able to do it from I couldn't change frequency from the drop down in WSJT-X. So that's working now. So I'll try to remember and put a screenshot of the settings, as well as there's only one setting in the radio I had to change, because when you do the firmware upgrade, you got to do a factory reset. So I had to go back in and change one of the data settings. And we just worked, let's see, Charlie X-ray 1 Charlie Whiskey, Charlie X-ray 1 Charlie Whiskey. That is, I think it's Chile again. That is, no, Uruguay, however you say it. Got -02, -19. Oh, yeah, change the frequency. Because now we're on 12 meters, so that's 24.915. FT8. All right. Got 2. And check PSK reporter out, see how well we're being heard. And I got 12 reception reports for not a lot, but yeah, better than nothing. Okay, let's see if we can do this. It actually looks decent. Let me unplug the battery. So I don't know if you see those settings. So those are my settings. I picked the Yaesu FT891. Cat control is COM5, baud rate 38400. PTT method RTS, COM6. And that's because that's the comms it picked when I plugged the radio in. Data bits default, stop bits default, handshake default, update hamlib 64-bit. That's because I have a 64-bit laptop, I think. Mode, data PKT, and split operation none. So that's the settings in there, and I'll show you the only setting that I changed in the radio was if you go to radio settings, data, and then this RPT select is set to RTS. That's the only thing I changed in the radio after doing the factory reset. So all I did was I just had this cheapy too. This was like no ferrite on it. I should get a better cable, but cheapy USB-C to USB, what is it, 3.0 or regular USB, and it hooks to there. I'm sure you know if you have the 891, but you don't need a special cable, programming cable, or whatever you call it, cable, the data cable. Any old USB, regular USB to USB-C cable will work with this, which is nice. So like if you get the RTS software or whatever the programming software, which I bought for this, they'll sell you a cable for like 25 bucks, but they tell you on the listing when you go to buy it from them, RTS, they say you don't need a special cable. There's like a little thing at the bottom, like if you have a USB-C to USB cable, it will work. So those are the settings. I hope you could see them. I read them off. Like I said, before the most recent firmware update, it worked. I could hit the tune button on there and it would transmit and it was hearing, but it wasn't showing the correct frequency. It was stuck on one frequency. If I tried to change the band in WSJT-X, it was not changing on the radio, and it would just pop back to the other band it was on. So we got the Yaesu FTX-1 Optima working on FT8 at Parks on the Air, and it's fully functional now. I haven't downloaded the most recent version of WSJT-X to see if the FTX-1's in there, but the 991 is the radio I selected from the drop down. Okay, I'll stop rambling now because I feel like I'm just repeating myself. Let's go to 15. All right, YouTube, we are finished for today. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, like, and share. We finished with 74 QSOs, probably more than 2/3 run FT8 because I was just struggling with sideband voice today. 20 meters. There was a lot of people on 20 meter sideband, but it was just every time I would find a spot, I would make a few contacts, and then someone would either move in right on top of me and act like they didn't hear me, or right next to me and splatter everywhere, and I couldn't make it out. So then I QSY. Happened again after 5 minutes or so. I even went to the extra class portion. It was a little bit better, but still, people ended up setting up right next to me and splattering all over. So wasn't getting anything on 17, 15, 12, or 10, so decided to do FT8, which I'm not a big fan of. But hey, anyways, again, subscribe. Until next time, 73 Whiskey 6 Oscar Bravo Bravo, clear.